Hi Leo, this is your December monthly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my monthly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love and an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll get you an advice for the whole month of December. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this month. We have the moon clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the sun. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands. We have the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant in the potential outcome. And we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer or a Taurus or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. Well, Leo, a very intense reading, I must say. We got 2 aces. Aces are all about passion. Aces are all about eagerness to get into a new relationship. And we also have the Chariot in the potential outcome. The Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune right next to it is also a pretty speedy card. Right? I'm going to jump the gun real quick. The Queen of Wands right there in the middle, that is probably you. Leo, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And as I was clarifying the Queen of Wands, I was asking, so how does Leo feel about this whole situation? And the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands. So you, Leo, are ready to go. You're going to be really excited about this person coming into your life and moving forward with them. Alright, but first we have the moon, the first card that came out. It's clarified by the Ace of Swords. The moon is the personal Pisces card. You could be dealing with a Pisces. But if we want to stay general, then the moon sits one of the most emotional cards in the deck, and in a sense it's clarified by the Ace of Swords. I think the moon, this is your current state of mind. You're a little bit sad. Perhaps you have fears that you're not going to meet the right person. You're just a little bit up in your emotions. You know, you're I don't want to say you're howling at the moon, but perhaps you're a little bit on the download, or you're a little bit depressed, right? But the good news is that energy is going to become a thing of the past. First of all, the moon is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, I believe, will simply cut that energy out of your life. The Ace of Swords is a brand spanking new beginning with a new person, right? Then we have the sun right next to the moon. Those are two completely opposite energies. Where the moon in this spread is all about kind of being sad, the sun, on the other hand, is the happiest card in the deck, and it came out right after the moon. So it's like a sudden shift. All of a sudden you'll start feeling happy with this person. A very radical shift. You know, it's like overnight or right after the first date. As I already mentioned, we got the Queen of Wands right there. That is you, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the second ace. You're all fired up about this connection. We have the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant in the potential outcome. By the way, we have 6 major arcana cards out of 9 cards. That's 2/3. That means this person is very significant. And I do see that throughout the reading. So as I've already mentioned, the Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the deck. The Chariot is also a card of Cancer, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, or the Chariot is all about moving forward. It's also a victory card, so you'll be feeling great about moving forward with this person. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, as I already mentioned, is also a pretty speedy card. Some of you could be traveling and meeting this person on the road, but others of you could be traveling together with this person, right? Or the Wheel of Fortune is all about starting a new cycle, a very fortunate new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. We also have the Hierophant. In that potential outcome, the Hierophant is the personal Taurus card. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or the Hierophant is all about something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. So you're moving towards that full steam ahead with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, right? And we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The Empress, that's the way this new person sees you. They're putting you up on a pedestal. The Empress often comes through as a future wife or the future significant other figure. The Empress is also somebody who is expecting a baby, so if having children is still an option for you two, the two of you could definitely have children together. But besides that, the Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. The Empress is just abundance in its purest form, and in my spreads, The Empress usually shows up as a sign from above or a stamp of approval from the universe to move forward because, as already mentioned, it's one of the most positive cards in the deck. So the universe is definitely on your side, and you are on your side as well, right? You'll be really looking forward to spending a lot of time with this person, and I do see you spending a lot of time. Don't be surprised if, like, on the second or third date, the two of you will make plans to go someplace together, right? Anywhere. It could be a road trip with that Chariot card, but it could be also someplace warm with the Sun card. But again, this is going to be an overnight shift, a very fast turn of events. It's like, bam, you were a little bit sad one day, and the next day you'll be completely happy. You'll be jumping up for joy with the Sun card. All right, Leo, really happy for you. Congratulations. Leo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Ten of Wands, clarified by the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups, then we have the Fool, and we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Some sort of a burden is coming to an end. For some of you, it could be if your child is all grown up, they could be moving out, getting their own place, right? And that'll sort of set you free a little bit. For others of you, it could be a retirement. One of you could be retiring, right? And now you can spend more time together. Now you can travel together. So yeah, the Ten of Wands, the first card I came out, it's a card of a burden or a card of a responsibility. And it's coming to an end. The Ten of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords. In this particular spread, I believe the Two of Swords is a big word, or two words, no more, right? So it's coming to an end. Don't worry, it's not your relationship or marriage that's coming to an end, because we got the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant here, right? The Ten of Cups is a card of a family, or the happily ever after, and the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, this is a card of a committed relationship or marriage. So your relationship or your marriage will stay the same or actually get better, right? Because we have the Fool right next to the deck. The Fool is like, you're finally dropping that responsibility, you're finally dropping that burden, right? Whatever that burden was, right? Perhaps the two of you will finish paying off your mortgage, and now you'll have that extra money every month and you can spend it on yourselves. Something along those lines. Something is coming to an end that was burdening you, that was an obstacle, that was dragging you behind, or, you know, those heavy energies. Whatever it is, it's coming to an end, and now the two of you can kind of rejoice, right, with the Fool card. Yeah, so it's an improvement spread. Things are about to get better, all right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this month. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Judgment, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords, and we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. So yeah, this King of Pentacles, the second card from the left, is going to make an attempt to get back together with you. Probably an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's definitely a no-go. You know, the Death card on the bottom of the deck is a card of an ending, and the Ten of Swords right next to the deck is also a card of an ending, right? And the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you're gonna shut it down right away. You know, this King of Pentacles has zero options. I was trying to be polite. No, they've got nothing. They've got nothing, and you're so done with this person, right? Judgment, the first card that came out, is a card of somebody coming back from the past, but those Ten of Swords with the Ace of Swords and Death, you know, this person's got zero chances, unfortunately for them. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo. In December, we have the Magician, we have the Star, we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or an air sign in general, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You could also be dealing with Cancer. So this Queen of Swords, which is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles closer to the deck, is going to be essential when it comes to your work, business, and your finances. It could be a recruiter, it could be a hiring manager, right? Or it could be somebody who already works with you. It could be your business partner, right? Because the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is one of the best cards when it comes to work, business, and finances. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of financial success and financial abundance, or in simpler terms, money. Lots of it. Right? So, like I said, this Queen of Swords is going to be essential in some shape or form, right? The Magician, the first card that came out, it could be you manifesting this person into your life. Or it could be their energy as well. The Magician is somebody who can make anything happen, a miracle worker, right? The Magician knows they've got all the tools they need at their disposal, right? And they're using them. The Star in the middle is the personal Aquarius card, so this Queen of Swords can be an Aquarius. Or the Star is a wish come true when it comes to work, business, and finances. The Chariot on the bottom of the deck all the way here, right? This is a card of victory. This is also a card of going places, so perhaps this person could be coming to help you, or you could be going to see them for an advice, or perhaps this is a consultant, or you could take like a class online and the Queen of Swords is the one who teaches the class. You know, something along those lines. The Queen of Swords, like I said, it could be somebody you already work with, and this person will help you make a lot of money. Or they'll just help you at work, and that will eventually lead to financial abundance. So pay attention to the Queen of Swords, probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Aquarius in particular, because as I already said, the Star is the personal Aquarius card. All right, cool. Let's talk about an advice or a word of wisdom for you, Leo, for the whole month of December. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands, and we also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries. Yeah, so watch out for an Aries, right? The Emperor on the bottom of the deck is the personal Aries card, or the Emperor is a card of somebody who is like a figure of authority. It could be a boss. It could be, you know, somebody who is like an important person in your life, or an important person, like a figure, an important figure out there, right? You would definitely know who I'm talking about, right? Somebody who's got the power to do certain things. And what you need to be careful about is, I'm just gonna say it straight up. You know, this person may offer you to get busy behind closed doors, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't sugarcoat my readings, and that's what I see here, right? The Seven of Swords right next to the deck, which is clarified by the Page of Wands. That combo, the Seven of Swords with the Page of Wands, is definitely them flirting with you and perhaps making you an offer to casually get together one-on-one. Again, if you know what I mean, right? The Page of Cups right next to the Seven of Swords, it's pretty much the same thing. This is them asking you out, telling you, hey, you know, let's go grab a drink after work if this is somebody you work with, right? Or just offering you to go someplace. Perhaps they'll say, you know, I got an extra ticket to a concert, something along those lines. So they will find a reason to get you out of the house, or for you to go someplace with them, right? They will find a reason. So you got to be very careful, because they're not just inviting you to grab a cup of coffee, and they have a extra ticket to that concert for a specific reason, and that specific reason is I already mentioned it. All right, so be very careful with either an Aries or somebody who is a figure of authority. If you are an Aries cross-watching this reading, and if you're not planning to do something like that with a Leo, then it's not you. All right, I don't want any angry comments. But somebody here is definitely wants to fool around with you. All right, so be very careful. All right, and that's what I got for you, Leo, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing December. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.